In this video, I will show you how to turn this boring look and feel of your Moodle course from this into a more exciting look and feel where users can hover over icons, click on it, and pop-ups will appear and they can access the resources or the activities within that particular section immediately. So a more professional look and feel for all your Moodle courses. Let me show you how this is done. In my course, you'll see I have various sections. So the first one is general. And then if I scroll down, you'll see the various sections here. It's up to 14 sections. Now the students can use the menu item here on their left, as well as scroll down, and then they need to open each section. So what I want to prevent is going through the scrolling process and opening each section and then doing the activities and then come back and opening the next section or using the menu system here. I want to allow the students to jump directly to that particular section and then do the activities and then they can move on. In the general section here, I want a splash screen that links up to all these particular sections. Now for this video, I'll only do 10. So you'll see there's about 14, but I'll only do 10 just to show what is possible. Okay, so let me show you how you can achieve this through the H5P plugin. If you don't have H5P installed on your Moodle site, please follow the link that's popping up now and then follow the steps, install H5P and come back to this particular video. So the first step will be to prepare our splash screen. So I'm using Canva and you can use it as well. So it's free to use for educators. I can share this with you to collaborate on this image and you can take it further. So what I've done here is I've created a getting started computers and operating system, which currently corresponds to my sections here, my section names. Okay. You'll see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. And here you'll see that I've basically created these sections on the infographic. Okay. So once I'm done in Canva, I'll then export this from Canva. I can share this, I can download, and I'll usually download it as a PNG. And since there are more images here that we'll use later on, I'll just download everything, but I'll make the background transparent. Okay, so I'll download this. It's currently 1920 by 1080. So I'll download that. And remember, if you want access to this, just pop me an email or in the comment section and I'll share the link with you and you can have access and collaborate on this image or change this image to your liking. Okay. So I'll save this in my downloads folder. I'll just save this as ICT skills and then we can close this and then I'll unzip from the downloads folder. Okay, so here I'm in my downloads folder. I'll just unzip this. So I use WinRare, you may be using WinZip. So I'll just extract all. And there you'll see there's my folder with all my images. Let's just look at the images. So there's my splash screen, and these are the images that we'll use later on. Okay. So let's minimize this. The first thing we need to do is to actually create an activity. So under the general tab, I'll expand this. I'll turn editing on and then I can add an activity or resource. I'll click on that. I'll then choose H5P's interactive content. I'll wait till it loads and then I'll scroll down to where I see the image hotspots. Okay. If you haven't used it before, you'll see the get button here. So just click on it and then click on install. So now you can click on use. So here you can provide a title. So I'll just call it my course, my ICT skills. I'll just copy that and I'll paste it here in my title. And then we need a background image. So our background image will be our splash screen. So I'll click on add So in my downloads folder, I'll select the first image there and click on open. Once it's opened, I'll scroll down. It's important to add alternative text to make your content more accessible, especially for users that use assistive devices like screen readers and so forth. Okay, so we'll call this our splash screen. And then we can scroll down. Now our hotspot icon, it's usually, you can select either a predefined icon or you can upload your own image. Okay, it's currently on plus, but if you click on the drop down list, you'll see there's a minus, there's a times, there's a check, there's a question, there's an info and exclamation. I'll usually check select the info one, and then you can choose a different color. So you can choose a different color to your liking. And when you scroll down, you'll see under hotspot, if you resize this, you'll see there's my hotspot currently. I don't want it there. I want it next to my icon there. Okay, so I want it there so that users can click on it and go to that particular activity. Okay, so this is my first one. I can scroll down, and now I need to select under content type. You'll see if you click on the drop down list, you can either include video or image. I'm currently selecting text. So what I usually add in the text section is basically what I'm doing in the getting started section. So let's go to our course. Let's open a new tab. So in my getting started section here, so if I expand that, so I usually copy this in this module. So I'll copy this. So I have a little description here and what is covered in this section. I go back, I'll scroll down to where my text section is, and I'll just paste that in there. Okay, and then underneath here, I'll just type in access activities here, and now I'll just highlight that. I'll go back to my section there. So now I'll just copy the link from my getting started section. So I'll click on the ellipsis icon and click on permalink. This copies the permalink, so I can click on it to copy to clipboard. So this is basically the link to this section here. So I'll just copy to clipboard. I'll go back, and then while this is selected, I'll click on my link icon here and I'll paste that link in there. And I'll click on accept, and that will become my link. Now, if you don't have a permalink section there, all you need to do is go back to your normal mode, click on the section heading, and it will open that particular section. Okay, then you copy the link, the URL here, and you just paste it there. You highlight the text there, click on the link, and then you paste it in there, and then you accept the link. If you don't want to go that route by just copying that, all you need to do is you can go to the particular section here in the menu on your left. Okay, so this is basically the getting started section. So look for the getting started section. So here's my general introduction, technical. If I scroll down, there's my getting started. I can right click on that and open it, and it will show me my URL. I can copy that and go back to my particular link I want to add and then add it. Okay, so we're basically done with the first hotspot, which is getting started. So now if you want to add another hotspot, okay, all you need to do is click on add hotspot, and it will add a second one. Now the default will be in the center or somewhere on your image. Just resize and then select the area where you want to add the hotspot. Remember, you need to take into account that once you resize it again, that it doesn't cover the text. So make sure that you select an area. When it's resized back, it won't cover the text. Okay, so I'll add it there. I'll resize it, and you'll see that there's my hotspot. I'll scroll down. I'll select my text again. Now the second text will be so the second one will be computers and operating systems. I'll expand that, and I'll just copy this here, the section here. I'll copy that, go back, and then paste it in here. And then just underneath here, I'll just say access the activities here. And now I need to link it. Okay, so in my case, this is, I'll just turn editing on again. So this is computers and operating system. I'll just click on my ellipsis icon, grab the link there, I'll copy it, and I'll go back. I'll highlight this text, click on link, and then paste my URL in there, and then accept it. Then I'm done. That's my second URL. I'll click add hotspot to add the third hotspot. I'll resize. I'll add my third hotspot. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's my third one. I'll scroll down, I'll select text, and then I'll go back. I'll close this. There's my third one. I'll just copy the permalink and then copy from here to here. I'll copy that. And then I'll paste it in my text area. So this is my third one, and I'll just add access activities here. And I'll just grab my permalink. I'll copy that, go back. Okay, so I'll highlight the text. I'll click on my link there and I'll paste it, and then I'll accept it. And there's my third one. I'll then add another hotspot. So we on 4 now. So there's my fourth hotspot. I'll select text as well. Then I'll grab it from my fourth section there. Just grab the text there. I'll go back and I'll paste it in here. And then I'll just state access activities here. And then I'll go grab my hyperlink, my permalink. I'll copy that. I'll go back. I'll just highlight, add the URL, accept it, and then I'll do my fifth one. Okay, so there's my fifth one on my left hand side. Okay, I'll scroll down, I'll select text, I'll go back. There's my fifth one. I'll just grab this text here, copy, and I'll paste it in there. Just access activities here. Just do that. Okay, so let's go back. I'll just grab the permalink there. I'll copy that and I'll add it and accept. Okay, so let's test it now. We've done the first 5, so let's test it. I'll save and display. Immediately you'll see when, let's turn editing off. Immediately when the students end up in your course, you'll see the image. Remember, we've placed it in our welcome section or in our general section. And here you'll see the little icons that we've added. Okay, now we can go back and space it. We can either put it here or we can put it in here in front of the icons, but it's up to you. So what happens now? So once the student hovers over this, they click on it, it provides them with a breakdown of the module, and then access activity here, they click on it and it will open that particular section and they can complete it. Okay, and then they can go close this, they go scroll down and go back to 2, they open it, a little breakdown of what is covered in this section, and then they click here to access, they access that particular section. They can go back, they close this, they click on the third one, click add here, they access this particular section. Okay, this is the fourth one, and then the last one, they read what's covered in this section, they click on here, and then they go to that particular section. So now it's not a scroll down to access each of the sections, but it's basically just a link. So you click on it, you read what's going on in that particular activity, and then you access the activities within that particular section. Now I'll finish this, and once it's done, I'll continue the video and then we can take it from there. Now let's go with from 6 to 10. So if you want to go back to the settings, you click on settings. And then you scroll down right to the last one that we've added. So there's our last one. We click on add hotspot again. And then this is our 6th one. So we can either add it here, we can add it here. It all depends on where we want to add it. So I'll add it just above there. Okay. If you want to move this hotspot, okay, you can scroll up. You can resize it, and then maybe if you want to add it inside the bubble, so you can add it there. We can do the same for this. We can resize. We'll add it there. It's just there. Remember, you have to take into account this will resize back. Okay. Then this one, we want to add here. Okay, so I'll just add it here. And then this one, I just want to add it here. And then the first one, I want to add this one here. Okay, so now we can do the same for these on the right. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay, so there's our first one, so I'll add it here. I'll just add it in on the inside there. I'll just add it there. Okay, and then I'll add some text. I'll go back. So that will become my 6th section. So I'll just copy this. And I'll go back and I'll add it there. Remember, we can also add a header here. And we can also make it a cover the entire background, but we don't want to do that. Okay, we can leave out the header. We can add a header here if you want to. Remember, this is basically, we can copy this. So I'll copy that, and maybe you can look at what, if you want to do that, and I can make this bold and then just leave it like that. I'll save it. Let's just look at what it looks like. I'll click on that. Now it shows the heading there, and then it shows me the text. And now we need to add access resources here. Go back to my settings. I'll scroll down to the bottom, and then I'll just add. Okay, you can do some spacing here just to make it more professional. I know this was too close to that section there, so okay, so underneath here you can say access activities here, and then we'll go back and grab the permalink, copy that and go back and then paste it here. So add it there, accept it, and now we'll add our 7th one. So I'll just add it in on the inside there. Okay, I'll add some text, go back, I'll just grab this text here, copy this and paste it there. Okay, remember you can add a heading there. I'll leave it for now, and then just access your activities here. I'll just grab that and then copy, go back, and then just highlight this, and then we add our 8th one. Let's just increase the size there. I'll add it there, and then there's our 8th one. I'll just grab the text there. Remember, you can type text, you can use anything you want to use here. I'm just showing you the text that I have. Access the activities here, and then we'll copy the permalink. I'll just copy, I'll just grab the text there, and then just click on that, I'll paste it there. And then our 9th one, nearly done. There's our 9th one. And then text, go back, grab our text here. I'll just grab this here. I'll copy it, go to that section there, and then I'll go back, just grab my permalink, I'll copy that, and I'll just add it here. Okay, I'll accept it, and then our final one. Okay, so there's our final one. I'll select my text, I'll go back, and there's my final one. Okay, so I'll just grab this here, copy, go back, and then paste it here, and then access your activities here. I'll just grab the permalink, copy, go back, and I'll just add it there. So there's our 10th one done. I'll click on save and display, and there you'll see all our icons are added. We can move this more inwards, but let's leave it for now. So now when the students click on that, they click on the link, they will go to that particular section. Okay, so now the first part is done. Now we are going to install a plugin that will basically display the course content as tiles. Okay, so let's go to Moodle. You can just type in Moodle in your search bar, click on moodle.org, wait till it loads, and then click on plugins, and then in here type in your search box, type in tile, press enter on your keyboard, and then we'll install the tiles format. So I'll just click on that. Now you need to check your Moodle version, so I'll just click on site administration, just open my site administration, and then go to notifications, and then I'll scroll down to see which version of Moodle I have. I have 4.4 plus, so I'll go back, I'll look at the versions here currently available. So there you'll see 4.4, so I'll download 4.4 and I'll install it. So there 4.4 is downloaded. I'll just close this. I'll go back to my site administration, and then I'll click on plugins. I'll then click on install plugins. I'll then click on choose file, and then choose file again. I'll then grab it from my downloads folder. So there's my format tiles. I'll open that. I'll upload this, and then I'll install it from a zip. I'll just continue the installation process. I'll make sure that my server meets the minimum requirements. This will usually be in green. I'll click on continue, and then I'll click on upgrade Moodle database. You'll see there's the plugin that I'm installing. I'll click on continue here. I'll leave everything on its default. I'll scroll down, and I'll just click on save changes. Okay, so there we're done. I'll go back to my course. So I'll click on my course name, which is ICT skills. I'll then click on settings. I'll then scroll down, and I'll go to my course formats. And instead of selecting custom sections, I'll click on the drop down list, and I'll choose the tiles format that we've just installed. Okay, so I'll select that, and now I can choose how I want the tiles format to display. It currently displays as an icon, which is usually this icon there. So let me show you how this looks. Okay, I'll just click on save and display, and now you'll see there's my tiles icon. Okay, so there you'll see it's like a pie chart that is showing. Okay, and this is basically why we downloaded the images as well. So we'll replace this with the images that I've downloaded, okay, or I created in Canva. Okay, so let's go to our settings again. I'll scroll down, and under course format, you'll see there's my tiles. I can pick a new icon by clicking on pick new icon, and I can select an icon here. Okay, I'll close this for now. Then I can also use subtiles for activities. If I should choose this, I'll then click Save and Display. You'll now see that when I open an activity, you'll see that there's also tiles there for the activities. Okay, so that's an option. So each activity in my section becomes a tile. So each activity. Okay, I'll go back, click on Settings. I'll scroll down, click on Course Format. I'll uncheck that. Use subtitles in top section. It's not recommended to use, but if you want to use it, it's up to you. Then progress on each tile. It's currently hidden. What this means is that I usually show it as a percentage. So what will happen is when the students are done with a section, you'll see that there's a 0 progress. Okay, and as they move within this particular section, this will increase. Okay, so as soon as they're done, this will show up as 100% in this section, 100% completed. Okay, so that's something that you can think about adding. Then settings again, I'll scroll down. So I'll leave that on show as percentage. Then filter bar, outcomes unavailable. So you can filter, you can add a filter bar here, but I'll leave it on hide. And then you can emphasize headings with color tabs. If you check this and save it, you'll see that the heading that you're currently in, it will emphasize that particular heading. So if I'm currently busy with this, it will emphasize that particular heading. Okay. Goes back to settings. I'll scroll down, go to course format again. And then if you want to read more about this particular course format, you can click on documentation and it will take you to that particular documentation. Okay. For now, I'll click on Save and Display. I'll turn editing on again and it will expand. Okay. It won't show. Now, I want to add the images to the particular tiles. How do I do that? Okay, so we're starting at getting started. So I'll add the image there. So I'll select set photo or icon. I'll upload an image. I'll upload the first image. So I'll upload that one, and you can choose a different image. If you need images, you can go to free images. And then there's either Unsplash, there's Pexels, there's free images, and then there's Pixabay. Okay. So whenever you click on that link, you can just type in the search bar. You can type in the type of image you're looking for. So let's say I'm looking for ICT images. I'll press enter on my keyboard and then you can select an image that you want to use. So you don't have to pay for images. These images are free. So download it and add it to your course icons. Okay. So we're back here we're back here. I'll save this. So there's my first image. My second image. Let's add that. I'll upload my image. Choose a file. And there's my second one. I'll just upload that and save it. So there's my second one. Let's do our third one. Choose a file. And then there's my third one. I'll upload that and then I'll save that. I'll just pause the video here and then continue. And when I see you later on, we will continue with our process. Okay, so I've added all the images, and if I return to normal mode now, you'll see that all my images, the 10 images that I've added, are now uploaded. And I can basically upload these images as well. So it looks much more professional now. You'll see there's my progress for each of the sections. Okay. So remember, we have our general now. If we go to turn editing off, you'll see that my presentation is currently, or my splash screen is currently showing up like this. So when the users end up here, they don't even see the splash screen. They will only see the name of the activity. So let's fix that. Okay. So first things first, let's close these tabs. I'll just open one. So go to your site administration tab. Okay. Then go to advanced features and then scroll down to where you see allow stealth activities. Click on that. Scroll down and click on save changes. Okay, so it's saved now. Then go back to your course, refresh it. You'll see nothing happens. Turn editing on. Then this activity here, if you click on this activity, let's open this activity. You'll see that just underneath the activity, you'll see reuse and embed. You'll see these two menu items. Okay. If you don't see it, click on settings, the settings of the activity. Scroll down to the bottom of all the hotspots. So just scroll down to the bottom. And here you'll see display action bar and frame and then copyright button. We can uncheck that, but if you want to leave it checked, let's leave it checked. But this one you should leave checked. Okay. So this one allow you to see that embed button. Okay, let's save it in display. Now you'll see reuse embed. Let's click on embed and then copy this link here. So just double click on it, right click and then copy. Okay, that's it. You can close it now and then you can go back to your course. Now just go to your general settings here. Okay. So this is your general settings. Click on the ellipsis icon and then click on edit settings or edit section. Then I want to call this my welcome section or just my welcome. Okay. And then I want to add that particular embedded link that we've just copied. So go click on view and then click on view source code. Okay. So I'll click on that and then I'll paste that embedded code here. I'll then click on save. It will add the activity in this particular section. I'll then click on save changes. So now it becomes part of my welcome section. Okay. So let's look at it from a student's point of view. I'll just switch roles. So I'll click on the arrow next to my name. I'll click on that and then I'll click on switch role to. I want to be a student. So I want to see what the student will see. So immediately when the student enters the course, he immediately will be greeted with welcome and then with this little splash screen. And then underneath you will see the icons here. But the splash screen he can use to actually click on it and then go to that directly to that particular section. Okay, so that's our first step. Let's switch roles again. I'll just return to my normal role. Okay, so here this becomes part of my section. But I don't want learners to see this or students to see this activity. Now, remember we've turned on stealth activities in our site administration. Okay, so let's go to click on editing mode again. Let's go into our editing mode. And now you'll see when you click on the ellipsis icon here, you'll see under availability, make available but don't show on my course page. Okay, so I'll select that. So now although it's available, it won't show the students the activity name. So I'll click on student. If you scroll down now as a student, you'll see nothing here, but it's still available for them. Okay, so that's what the stealth activities does. Okay, it makes it available in the course, but it doesn't show up in your course pages. Okay, so let's return to our normal role as an administrator or a teacher or course creator. Now, a question that can be asked is why can't they go directly to the sections here and then just access the course? Well, they can because we can't hide these activities, but this is just a shorter way for them to access it. So if they click on this now and click on that particular link, they'll go to that particular activity. In short, this is how easy it is to make your courses look more professional and engaging for students, stopping the scroll of death and then just adding links where users can click on and then access the particular resource.